Hi guys, so I'm going to be going over my UDL 5E lesson plan. So I did this project with Sitlali and Milana. And so for our lesson plan, our content standard was grade 1, standard 4, which was students compare and contrast differences from the past and the present world. And then our substandard was recognizing similarities and differences from the past and comparing it to what is present. And the learning objective we have was scholars will be able to recognize similarities and differences from the past through Google Images, Google searches, or commenting with a minimum of 10 examples. And then our level of Bloom's that was applied in our learning objective was understand. So I do have a couple of favorite parts of my lesson plan that I personally loved. So one of them was in the exploration part. So for exploration, I really liked our first activity we did for this one. So the students were instructed to pick a picture from from a worksheet we give them that we'll share with the class, and they have to type in the box the year they think the picture was in, either the 18th century, the 1920s, or 2021. So one thing I really loved about this activity was that it included all the barriers. So all the UDL and the SJE and the CSP, all of the barriers were included. So students were able to get different learning techniques and see culture and get a little bit of perspective of like wealth and different races and stuff like that. So I really liked this activity because it allowed for more involvement in the classroom, and it also is just a good activity to get the students started with so they can see actual pictures and start making their guesses, start figuring out what they think each picture belongs for each year. And then another part that I really liked was in our explanation. So this was a really fun activity for us to make just because it focuses on a foldable activity that we were actually making with the kids. And so we have a video that we showed during our Zoom video lesson plan, which explained all of how to put it together for the students. And so the video was just an inclusive part of our lesson plan, and it was really cool to make just because you got to add more time for students to make their project and stuff. So you had that emptiness of silence, and so it can kind of be filled in throughout the lesson plan. So as you're actually teaching the lesson plan, more conversation is going on, and more conversation and questions are being brought up. So I really did like that, and I appreciated that it was we had the full script. That was really easy for it to go through. But yeah, it was one of my favorite parts was just the explanation and being able to go through this whole foldable activity with the students, just because it is really cool making it and putting it together. And then the students are able to explore and they're able to explain why something is why this picture was a certain year. And yeah.